I'm Julian. I boated on the Rappahannock River for 30 years. I'm a homeowner, a past director of the Rappahannock River Yacht Club. I'm going to have to just highlight some slides here as I go through this. I've given the secretary here digital and hard copy of both my testimony and these slides that are connected. The historic Rappahannock River from Mosquito Point to Tolls Point is a preferred boater area for both sail and pow boaters in the Commonwealth. This unique section of the river provides over 25 square miles, or 16,000 acres of expansive, close-shore deep water. The sprawling water resource provides thousands of boaters with a more protected and safer expanse than boating on the bay's open waters, and yet large enough for authentic open water sailing and smaller power boats. This unique prime boating area is home to many marine businesses: Regent Point Marina, Lock Place Marina, Grays Point Campground Marina, Carter's Cove Marina, Crockett's Landing Marina, the Tides Inn Marina, Premier Sailing, Seascott Vale Yacht Brokerage, Rappahannock Yachts, Custom Yacht Service, Yankee Point Marina, representing hundreds of slips and hundreds of waterfront homes and boat slips. This area is home to the Rappahannock River Yacht Club, the Yankee Point Yacht Club, with organized weekly yachting events in this area during the season. It is also home to the Turkey Shoot Regatta, 30-year running event benefiting hospice care, and also the Cape Glory National Historic Racing Regatta. Upstream of this prime area is the town of Urbana. If you can't see it, it's right up. With the annual Oyster Festival and numerous marinas and boater services. This is a well-traveled area with historic and cultural appeal and natural beauty. There are no industrial development on the shoreline. Many boat owners routinely traverse the triangle from Regent Point Marina below the bridge to Carter's Creek to Urbana Creek every week. The Norris Bridge, The Norris Bridge bisects this heavily traveled area, but is not a barrier or restriction to current boat traffic. The current Dominion towers are located only in shallow water at either end of the bridge and do not obstruct or restrict navigation. The water is deep close to each side of the bridge, and the bridge spans high enough so sailboats can sail through the center span or either side of the center span in nearly every wind direction without tacking. The boating public from both the local area and those that moor their boats here but live in Richmond, Williamsburg, Charlottesville, Fredericksburg, and Northern Virginia have examined the impact of the combination of the Norris Bridge and the placement of proposed towers along the full width of the river in deep navigation water. The proposed placement of the towers and fenders by Dominion will create a new restricted, dangerous passageway under the bridge, which will discourage boat traffic, only to traverse the bridge and towers at one point under the center span. While the proposed fenders are intended to protect the towers and structures from accidental collision, fenders in reality will concentrate and congest and restrict traffic to this choke point created. The current center span passage under the bridge is 650 feet wide and 50 feet long. The Dominion's proposal would increase this passageway to 240 feet in length, or nearly 5 times farther for commercial and recreational boaters to traverse. Proposed towers and fenders would substantially and adversely impact the traffic pattern up and down the Rappahannock River in this popular prime boating area, making sailing under the bridge nearly impossible in half of the wind directions. Currently, one can sail under the bridge using 2 or more spans if necessary, even heading in direct easterly or westerly wind. The towers and fenders mean that the skipper will have to take down the sails and engage engine power to pass under the bridge or tack in the middle of the center span while heading into the wind while fully considering the river and tidal currents as well as other traffic, as been noted by previous speakers. While sailors are attempting to tack through this new passageway, on a diagonal course, power boaters, including barge traffic, will also be traversing through this, through this course. Any boat entering or leaving this new passageway in an east or west course will be on a direct collision course with any other boat passing north or south parallel to the bridge and perpendicular to the passageway. While the current officially designated channel on both the digital and paper copies of the NOAA charts is through the center span of the bridge, as a practical matter, navigable water is available the full width of the river anywhere there's sufficient bridge height adjustment. The new towers would be a hazard to navigation by proposed tower placement, because the tower placement is not aligned with the current bridge spans, but splits and divides many of the spans, further encouraging concentration of traffic through the center span with the proposed fendering. The fenders would significantly impair the sight lines of skippers, which will lead to more accidents. Additionally, the pinch points created between the bridge pilings and the fenders of as little as 48 feet will also create areas of boater congestion, which will obviously result in more accidents. It's obvious that there will be more serious boating accidents as a result of proposed towers and fender configuration. The proposal will essentially split and impede this prime unique boating area in the Commonwealth between the Mosquito Point and Tolls Point area. We believe Dominion's proposal would severely impact the local economy that is supported by the boating community, which includes marina businesses, restaurants, associated businesses, retailers, but in this area particularly, the towns of Irvington, Urbana, Whitestone, and Kilmarnock. Sailors especially will be less likely to locate their boats or purchase property upstream of the bridge if they are required to lower their sails and pass under the power lines in the many wind conditions. The power lines and towers will restrict this prime boating area between Mosquito Point and Tolls Point by 50% and make it 400% more difficult to sail and immeasurably more dangerous. I respectfully request the SCC to approve only an underground installation for replacement of the transmission lines. Thank you.
Is that a question?
Would approval of a replacement that reattaches to the bridge in some manner have any impact? Any of the impacts you described from the overhead?
It would certainly help mitigate the impact.
Thank you. You will be received.